بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. So this is the practice quiz number 3. It's about generic classes and methods. So here the objective of this quiz is to build the map data structure. Now we already learned about the map data structure, how to use it. Okay, that is defined in the Java collection framework that we introduced last week. But here in this exercise, we are going to build a map. Okay, so here we're going to start by an interface, doing a generic interface, write an interface called map KV that represents a map structure, and the map is characterized by a key and a value. So the key will be of type K, and the value will be of type V. The key must be unique. And the map class has the following attributes and methods. So let's get started here. And first thing to do is to create the map interface. So the map interface here has type K and V. It's a generic class. It's a generic interface. Of course, the interface doesn't have any attributes. It should only have generic generic and abstract methods. So here we have an attribute set of keys. This will be later on, but first of all we need to put the methods in the interface map. So here we have public, abstract, and the method here put. K for key and V for value. What is the return type? Which adds a key to value. If the value is already exists, it just replaces the old value with the new one. So it's void, doesn't return anything, and here there is no implementation of this. And then a method remove. Void also remove K and key here to remove a value, to remove a key, and then the same thing for removing a value. And then to get the value. So get here will return the value. So what is the return type? The return type will be V, because we're going to return the value. So here get, we provide a key, and it's going to return a value, which returns the values, or it's just the value, only one value, that corresponds to the key parameter. And the method contain, which return true if the map contains the key, and also for it contain the value. Contain, so return boolean, contains K key, and also here boolean contains V value. What's going wrong here? Yeah. Okay, here contains key and contains value. They should not have the same name. Okay, that's fine. A method key set which returns the set of all keys of the map. Public abstract. So it returns the set of all keys. So what will be the return type? What is the return type? Return a set of all keys. So a set of what? Of k. Okay, so set of k, because k is the type for the keys. And here key set and the method to string. Okay, it's already. So this is now the interface map. This is the interface map. Now we have to create the class. So let me call this interface. I will call this interface IMAP. Rename. The tree map class. So now we create the class tree map. It is a generic class called tree map that represents a map structure where keys are stored into a tree set. So here the interface, the class tree map will do what? Will implement, yes, the interface IMAP that we have created. Now, what are the attributes? So first of all, here we have set of keys. In case of the tree map, the set of keys must be created as what? As a tree set. Okay? Must be stored in a tree set of k. So now this is the first requirement. They are unique and will be arranged according to their order. So k here, it must be what? It must be comparable, right? And here tree map. It's KV. And same thing here. K. Okay. We have also a collection V, which represent the values of the map. So here we have collection of type V. We call them values. Equal and new. So here the values. Is there any specification of the values? No. So we can create them as array list of V. I need to import this. Yes? Yes. Write a generic class. It has no argument constructor. So let me create a constructor here. Public tree map. This is no argument constructor that initializes the set of keys and the values. Okay. So here we're going to do the same. Just initialization of the values. And of course, we need to override all the methods, implement all the abstract methods here. It's quite simple. So how to put here? Yeah. So here we have to add the keys into the set. Dot add key and values. Dot add value. Okay. So this is going to add the keys into the key set and the values into the collection of values. Now removing the key. For keys, it's very simple. Keys dot remove. But now, if we make values dot remove, we have also to remove the value from the array list. صح ولا? So how to do this? First of all, we need to find the index. Okay, we need to find the index of the key to be removed, so that we remove also from the same index in the array list. You see what I mean? Okay, so there are different ways. I can make a for loop to find, because here I don't have index of. We don't have index of. So I can make a for loop and I try to find the index of the key. Or another way to do it, I can convert the keys to a list of k, key list. How to convert this? Equal new array list. I can put keys here. I can put keys in the constructor, or I can do just key list dot add all, and I put the keys. Two different ways. Okay, so you can do here in the constructor is going to add all the values, or you can make add all.
You can put another type of collection inside the constructor.
Yes. And then since I have now, I can find the index, int index equal key list dot index of the key. So it's going to give me the index, and here then I will remove the key from the keys, and I can remove now values dot remove we don't have remove index. We have add. Okay. If I put this to list, in this case, yes. Values dot. Yeah, now I have removed at certain index. So the problem is that this one was as a collection, so I need to cast. I need to cast this one. To be able to remove at the index. Okay. Is it clear? So this is removing the key. I find the index and then I do the same. So remove the value. So if I remove the value now, I can do values dot remove and value here. But I need also to remove the key. So first of all, I need to return what is the key for this value first. In this case, we need to make a for loop for every v in values. If v equal to value, so I need to find in this case okay. No, maybe a better way is to do what? We do the same thing. We try to find the index, the index of the value. So here value is index of. We need to do a casting. So now I find the index of the value, and then I will do a for loop for int I equals 0, I smaller than index smaller or equal int I plus plus. If I equal to index, so I will take the key now. Key will be equal to keys dot. We don't have get I. Yeah, we cannot. We have to do either an iterator or for each statement. So here I'm going to, for every k, yes, in keys. So I don't need this one. I'm going to make a counter I starting from 0. And here I plus plus. If I equal to index, in this case I get the key. K key is equal to k, and here is equal to null if not assigned. Then I can use break as well to go outside of the loop. So when I get the key, what I can do, keys dot remove key. Okay. So here the idea is to do what? Is to find the key, okay, that corresponds to the same index of the value. So that when we remove the value, we remove also the key at the same index. And what do we have? In this map, we have something like this. We have a set of keys and set of values. So let's assume that we have keys like, for example, 1, 3, 5, 4, and here the values, مثلا, different names. Okay. Okay, so now if I remove, for example, the value Ali, so what I will do, values dot remove Ali. So in this case, I have also to remove number 3. Okay, so how to find this? I need to find what is the index. So first of all, I need to find the index of Ali in values. So index of Ali in values is 1. Okay, and then I will try to find what is the key that corresponds to the index 1. That's why I make the for loop to go through all the elements. Okay, so now key 3 corresponds to index 1 in keys. Then I remove 3. Okay, I will do keys dot remove 3. Yes?
But sometimes there can be several keys with the same value, right?
No, the key is unique.
Keys are a set. Okay, each one is unique, but values are collections. There can be
Yeah, so yeah, it can be same value for different keys. That's right.
Okay, so
We're going to take the first one.
first one.
Yes, so for example, here, if I remove Muhammad, it's going to be index 0.
So it will only remove the index 0 and leave the rest of Muhammad.
Yes. No, only the first occurrence.
So if I want to, can I remove the number of Muhammad, or just remove the first one?
No, now we're going to remove only the first one. Okay, forget, it's simple. Forget how we should do. We need to find the index. Same thing. And then, instead of removing, we're going to get the value at the index, and then we return it. We return the value. Return why it is an object. List of V here. Same thing. It's a list of V. This is the correct casting. Okay, so here we cast the values to a list, and then we use the method get to return the index. Voila. So we did the same thing. We find the index. Now I want to return, okay, for example, get 5. So 5 corresponds to index 3. Let's say this is the index here. Index 0, 1, 2, 3. So first of all, I need to find the index, and then I will use this index to return the value using the array list get method. Okay, this get method is from the array list. واضح? Is it clear? For contains key, is there anyone that did this at home? Tried this at home? No one? Yeah, that's why it's not easy to follow the solution. You did not try that. So contains key is the same thing. We're going to make a for loop. boolean contains, let's say, equal false, and then we're going to check for every value v in values. Now we're going to work on the keys. Okay, in the keys, if k equal to the key, return true. Okay, otherwise we're going to return false if we don't find. Or here we can do dot equal the key. Check the equality. And we do the same thing for the values and the value here. And finally, key set. It's quite simple. We just need to return keys. That's all. So now this is an example of tree map that implements the interface IMAP KB. Now the next question is to write the generic class hash map that represent a map structure. So the only difference here is that the keys are stored into a hash map. So basically it's going to be the same. I'm going to copy all of this here. The only difference here, instead of tree set, we're going to have hash set for the hash map. And all the other methods will remain the same. And here create a class map demo in which you create two maps, tree map, hash map, use the student class of the lectures, test and validate all the different methods you implemented. Map demo. Okay, now we can create tree map. So I'm going to use the tree map of string and integer. Equal new tree map string integer. So I can do tree map dot add dot. I need to make public static first. Public static void main string args. Tree map dot put. Let me make string and string.
It says integer at string.
No problem, I'm going to make another one. So let's say this is a student ID and this is some name. Maybe one method I will need to create here is print public abstract toString method. Yes, I have to make the toString method. I didn't make it because I'm going to print public string toString. No, we don't need the, it's already defined in the class object. Okay, so we don't need to, and here we're going to make return string dot format. Now before making return, because we need to make a for loop. For every key in keys. Okay, so let me create a string s that is empty in the beginning, and then I will do s equal to s plus, and I will add string dot format here, %s the key, and %s here is the value. Then I will put some space between both of them. So I will have k, and then so same thing here. I will need to make get. Okay, get the method that we defined in the beginning. So I get the value. So let's see now if everything works. And finally, I will have to display the string plus, okay, return to line. This is st2 Ali, and then st3 so let's now print the tree map and see what happens. Okay, I got now the correct output. This is the key, and this is the value corresponding to each of them. So I can try to remove, for example, st2 tree map dot remove key st02 to test the remove function, and let's see now if it removes the correct. And now we got it. Okay. We can also try contains dot contains key st02. So it should return false. And if I try st01, it should return true here. Okay. I can also try to remove a value. So which value I want to remove, for example, Salah. And then I can print again the tree map. So the tree map only contains Muhammad at the end. So all the different methods that we have created now works pretty much fine. Is it clear? Okay.